Have you heard of the new addition to the Go for Donny podcast? I haven't either, but it's called Switch to Channel 2. That is where Donny will get to ask his guests some questions, so you, the listener, get to know them better. And remember, hashtag HTFU.
Hey, welcome back to Switch to Channel 2, you guys. We have on our guest, George Barnes here. George, Switch to Channel 2 is a little something that we came about that, because on set, whenever you need to talk to someone, you'd always reach back and you go to Channel 2, and that's where you'd have a little chatter. So we came up with the idea for a podcast called Switch to Channel 2 so we can have a little chatter and get to know you a little better, Mr. Barnes. So,
all right.
George, first thing I'd love to know, why don't you take us through your company so that way we can pimp you out. And then I want to know how you got started in this industry.
Sure. Well, I'm a director, primarily focused on super high value live streams, brand content, and commercials. I've done some other features as a producer and a director of photography. Every couple of years, an interesting feature will come across our desk, and we'll do it. But yeah, I started from the start, man. From the very start. I started from the bottom, Donnie. You know what the bottom is?
Do tell. Let's hear it.
What do you think the bottom is? This is going to be your test.
Were you literally cutting film? No. Were you picking up the scraps off the film?
No.
What's lower?
The bottom.
Yeah. What's lower than a production assistant?
A hand model.
Oh. What?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, I think I remember. Come on. Let's see them.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's see them.
So the thing about my hands is they're nicely shaped and proportioned, but they're very big.
Very big.
So when you have a product that you want to make look small, you get a guy with nicely shaped, really big hands. I'm the only white guy I know that can palm a basketball.
Holy shit. That's pretty good. Whoa, man.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I mean, it's cool, but it's so funny.
Yeah, so that's how I started. I started as a hand model. And because I come from a construction background, once I was on the set and guys saw that I could do stuff, put things together, make a table or do some painting or drywall or hang a light or wire something. I could actually do real construction things. And I was probably 18 or 19 at the time, so I was super young. Then I just started working, in art department or grip or PA or whatever. And because I knew immediately, I'm like, yeah, this is for me.
And how old were you?
18, 19.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I wasted so many years. That's so cool.
Yeah. So I got right to it because, I just, coming from construction, I was supposed to kind of go in the family model of construction, but, construction's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard. And I had moved to Florida, and my karate instructor was a friend of mine, and I was telling him I was thinking about different industries, and I was young. And this was the beginning of Blockbuster and independent movies coming onto the scene, and we're talking about 1986, 5, 6, 7. And he's like, well, I don't know anything about it. My wife owns a talent agency. I'm like, oh, what's that? He said, I don't know what she does. But anyway, you want to go talk to her about it. She does entertainment stuff. Here's me knothead construction guy. Here's him, karate instructor, macho, knucklehead. And I go in there and I meet her and she's really nice. And she's like, oh, well, we'll do a little test shoot. Turns out she hones in on my hands. So I had a hand comp card, got an agent right away, and just started working right away.
I cannot believe that. That is so fucking brilliant. All I can think of is Zoolander, David Duchovny. His character when he was no hand model job.
Magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, so you got your start. That's how you got your start. Did you weave your way through?
So I got on set.
Okay,
so that's what I always tell people. When people are like, how do I get in the business? How do I get in the business? Get on set. That's how you get in the business. Get on set. Don't be late. Wear comfortable shoes. Get on set. Do whatever you can to get on set. I don't care what it is. And nobody cares what it is, honestly. You know, Donnie, hey, you need somebody to go get ice. You need a human to go get ice. You're not judging them because they're getting ice. You're thankful that they went and they got the fucking ice.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And if you're really smart, you'll give the production manager back the change. And then, you know, they start trusting you with larger jobs and more money and things like that.
Yeah.
So, and actually, and I say that not really in a joking way, because as I had come up, fast forward a couple years now, I was doing service production for a big German company that I had never met. They would just give me jobs from Germany, and I'd do them, you know, and send them the footage, and they were always really happy with it. And I remember when I met him for the first time in real life, and the guy's like, "I want to show you something," and he takes me into the office, and there's my checks that I would send them back, whatever was left from the production budget. $2,000, $9,000, $3,000, $250, whatever. He never cashed them. I never noticed. He never cashed them.
Wow.
Because he said, "You're the only guy that's ever done a production and returned whatever money was left."
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and I was always super transparent. I take my fee, these are the costs, whatever, and actualize the budget. When you actualize the budget, it's never going to be what the estimate is, fucking ever.
No.
So if there was extra money, I'd just send it back. Whatever. It's not mine, so.
That's character. Yeah. That's character, George. It's good on you, man.
Yeah, and it you know, and looking back, now I see why they put trust in me to do the bigger jobs. And if you don't do that on the small jobs, you're definitely not going to do that on the big jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just a point that you should treat everyone nice, you know, not just because
just be honest,
that
man.
intern's going to be your boss someday, but you know, yeah, just be honest. And I mean, you never know, right? Well, that's good. That's awesome. So that's how you got your start. So they like kind of got you going, and that's what you got you sink your teeth in money, and you're like, okay.
Into larger jobs. Like by that time I had already done like a couple music videos, some commercials, a couple small features. I ran Greenwich Studios. So I was running Greenwich Studios in Miami for like the first Pet Detective with Jim Carrey. So that was kind of fun. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Did you work with
I did.
How was that working with Jim Carrey back in the day? He's a nice guy, just all over the place.
So it was a really interesting thing because for that film, he was just coming off SNL, Fire Marshal Bill, and the skits and stuff, and so he wasn't really.
You mean In Living Color?
In Living Color, yeah. So he wasn't really known for the theatrical quality that he had, but man, you just knew it immediately. Like day one, scene one. Smashing the box down the street. I mean, just the physical comedy and his improvisational ability. It was awesome. You just knew that this guy was going to be like a rock star immediately.
And
so he was awesome.
Cable guy. Yeah, no. Awesome. I've always been a big fan of Detective 1 and 2. Ray Finkel Ray. Ray Finkel Ray. Einholvert. Oh man. All these flashes.
So then from the movies, you know, it's kind of weird because I'd gone up through the production ranks from, like I say, a hand model, but then up into features, then from features kind of back into commercials, and then a lot of music videos.
Working or in?
Working. Yeah, as a producer, primarily as a producer.
Gotcha.
And then I started shooting stuff, and then moved into directing, and a lot of it, I think, comes from shooting. Shooting is weird, and actually, the guy, my true mentor from Filmhouse, told me something that I never really forgot. He said, being able to shoot as a cinematographer is like singing. You can either sing or you can't.
Mm-hmm.
If you can sing and you have a good producer, you're going to be a star. If you cannot sing, no matter what you do, you're not going to be a star. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. So, turns out, I can just shoot. I can pick the camera up, point it, and it makes nice looking pictures easily. So that's just a fortunate thing. It's just a gift that I have. And he saw that talent and then kind of steered me more into the creative side. So then what I learned was shooting, I was able to kind of like forecast how the scene would play out and what these actions were going to be. And then it kind of led me in a natural progression into directing, because it was almost like I had been overshooting some of these other directors. And it would just became easier for me to like be the turnkey guy that could direct and shoot. And that's kind of how I kind of got to where I'm at.
Because you're a faster thinker, George. You're
It's
a faster
just different.
thinker because you can see ahead. You're one of those guys that can just see ahead. You know, you're very fast, like Jim Carrey.
Thanks.
Like Robin Williams. You know, I mean, just
maybe it's the ADD. I don't know.
It could, but ADD does help. It does help a lot. But you're very a fast thinker. So, I mean, I think that helps attribute to why you're a good director. You know,
maybe
you can foresee it, like you said.
And I don't have any filter. You know, it's just coming out.
Yeah.
So sometimes a lot of people have that filter of what they're thinking to when it comes out, and then it takes a little delay. And yeah, no, I don't have that.
Oh, yeah, just blurt it out. Leg lamp.
Exactly. How was that? That shot sucked.
Like, okay, George, will tell us how you really feel about that.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Man. So, how do you think? I mean, the industry. We talked about it in Go for Donny, but how do you think the industry is doing? Do you think it's going to come back? I mean, because man, it's been slow as fuck. And it just. I mean, you're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. It feels like it's slow and not coming back that fast here. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think a couple of things. You know, I mean, I guess the biggest overarching thought is, you know, I'm a union guy, but I got to tell you, man, I never think strikes are a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I understand labor. I understand fair wages. I understand fair pay. I understand all that. The reality is, though, you know, because coming from construction, yeah, production work isn't always that hard or that dangerous, and it's paid pretty well.
Right, really well. We're taken care of. We're fed. That's, you know what? I had this issue. I was like, oh my gosh, we're the only industry where we provide craft service. We provide food for people to snack on through the day. And then that said people will complain about the free food that they're getting and about other free food that they want. Yeah. Sorry, that's my little.
No, it's so true. It's so true. But, you know, so I think about those things and I look at the impact. You know, the problem with the strike is with the evolution of AI, with the globalization of the economy, with the regulation that's really, you know, LA, in my opinion, is pretty overregulated.
Oh,
it's pretty tough to shoot.
It's horrible. It's horrendous.
It's pretty tough to shoot.
Yeah.
You know, and I had an issue with permitting in Miami. It was cheaper to fly the entire crew and a car to the south of France and shoot in Saint-Tropez than it was to get the permits to shoot on Miami Beach.
Was there 3 entities? There's Miami, South Beach, and then beaches or something like that?
Yeah. It's the county, Miami, South Beach, and the Art Deco district. Yeah. So it's, but by the time you're done with all that stuff, you know, all those hurdles are barriers that production companies are like, you know, the world's a big place. Let's go shoot in Prague. People are wondering, like, why is there so much business in Prague? John Moores, he's not coming back. He went there. He's how I got intro to you. He's living in Prague now. He's like, I'm not going back to the United States.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, do I think it's coming back? I don't think it's going to come back the way it was, because just the industry has changed. Times have changed.
Yeah.
AI has changed. You know, I do think that some oversight is good, and some of the studios do, like, some of their AI rules that they had, like their releases weren't fair, like for use of likeness, taking people and then having them do other things. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. But, you know, for like solidarity in the industry to like shut it down.
I know it's tough. Yeah. Right. It's like, is that the what you want to stand on? Is that where, you know?
Yeah. I'm not sure that that's going to work out good for everybody in the long run.
I mean, has it? It hasn't.
It
I mean,
hasn't.
clearly nothing's come back. And I don't know if it was just the strikes. I mean, there was a lot of things, I'm sure you know. I mean, with the streamers that happened before the strikes, you know, and the companies, the large companies buying up small companies,
Yep.
you know, the Maxes and Disneys of the world. So it sucks. I mean, but I will say,
But they're taking it offshore. They're doing the work offshore.
yeah, no, a lot of companies are going to Ireland. They go to Ireland,
Yeah.
film in Dublin, stage shows.
And why do you think that is? Let me ask you a question, Donnie. If they are dollars and cents companies, which clearly they are,
Right.
Do you think everyone's like, oh, let's pack up all our shit and move to Europe to do some stuff when we could just like wake up at 7 in the morning and go down the street and shoot in the office? They would much rather do that.
Yep.
But it's just, you know, I think it's kind of become cost prohibitive for these larger, not the larger shows, but like the medium size shows and the smaller size shows. They just, it's too heavy a lift for them, I think.
It is. And then you look at you just said it, like if it's cheaper to take your whole crew somewhere, to fly, literally to travel, that's like a third of the budget, right? That's huge to travel and to stay somewhere. It's cheaper to do that instead of filming in your hometown, like in Los Angeles. You know, something's wrong. And I don't know, maybe I need to understand a little more about the tax incentives that that California is rolling out. From my understanding, it's only for scripted. In the scripted world and not for the reality world, which is a huge chunk of production and people.
Any type of incentive like that, in my opinion, is a good incentive. It's like, please just have any type of positive messaging out that, you know, that you're becoming a film friendly town, because, you know, Hollywood's Hollywood, but you know, having worked around the world now, most of the conversation around the world is, it's not easy to shoot there.
No, it's horrible. I mean, no one ever enjoys filming here. I can't remember. I think I did a vertical shoot, and that was the last thing I filmed in Los Angeles, like years. And everything else is, you know, Midwest or the South or somewhere.
And it's sad because the crew is great. The guys and girls in the industry are great. The technicians are great, super talented, super positive. Rates are fine. Staffing requirements, I think they're a little outdated, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's another part of the union issues that I see. It's like, you know, I understand about saving jobs, but if you kill 10 jobs to save one that staffs an extra 6 people, you lost those other 9 jobs.
Yeah.
And with equipment the way it is and technology the way it is, man, you just don't need as many people now.
It's
sad, I got the new FX6s. It's like, I haven't had a focus puller in 3 years because you just don't need one because it's sharp all the time. Just tap on where you want it to go. It's like, okay, so, you know, someone going to tell 600 that, wow, you know, focus puller roll, maybe that shouldn't be a requirement on some of these video jobs.
Yeah, no, I mean...
It's like, I don't even know what that position would do. What would the focus puller do on an FX6 shoot? Or an FX9 shoot?
Just be the AC, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean...
But you got to have an AC anyway, so it's like, okay, so you got an AC. AC does the AC stuff. Focus puller's doing what?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Nothing.
Nothing. There's nothing for him to do.
Holding his focus puller. changing out the batteries in it. Practicing his turning of the dial.
Exactly.
You know... But
you know, and I love the industry. I love the techs. I love the people. But yeah, man, just I think the forces from above have made it tough for the smaller jobs. Not so much the big ones. The big ones, you know, if you really don't care about the budget, whatever, that's great, lovely. But the smaller jobs, man, they just look for alternative ways to doing things or alternative places to go shoot.
Yeah. Like small podcasts, everybody, please.
Small podcasts.
Please come and subscribe and like to Switch Channel 2 and my other podcast, Go for Donny, to help me push along to grow my audience and then someday get monetized and be happy as a cow in a forest, because cows grow in forests. You know, but just be happy. Like, I don't know. I like doing what I do. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot goes into it. So hopefully, you know, there's something for me in this in the future because I like, the direction is going. I like having a YouTube channel. I do like seeing that YouTube is the number one streaming platform in the world, let alone the US. So hopefully things can happen there for me. But I mean, it's just I don't like you're saying. I don't think our industry is going to come back like it used to be.
It's going to be different forever.
Yeah, yeah, different.
But follow your dream, man. I mean, I think you're doing the right thing, and you see some of the podcasts really catch fire.
Yeah,
they get more traction than mainstream media.
Yeah, and there's something to say about podcasts now because now Netflix is wanting to dip their toes into podcasting, and bring on poach some of the larger podcasts. So I mean, it's not going away. It's definitely there. It's just hopefully, you can grow your audience and find the niche that you have, and people just turn in and like to listen to some jackholes talking about some stupid shit or some fun, stupid stories, or maybe learn something,
It's me. What I've seen from watching podcasts is it's honest conversation most of the time.
Yeah. 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 It is. It's just once you get past the bullshit, it's just a couple of people, 3, 4 talking, just chatting to chat,
Yeah.
It's so natural. Now the next level is going to get a studio, but that's, a long time down. Maybe I'll ask you to consult when I build my studio, since you have such a lovely media studio there, George.
I'll show you a little thing on that. I've actually built several.
Have you really?
6 months. Yeah.
What? Of course you have. Of course you have.
Podcast studios. I'll send you some. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, you please do. Speaking of podcast studios, talk to me about your honey. My
honey.
Yeah, your honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey. Your state-winning honey.
Second place in the state. I was in the beehives 2 days ago. They're happy and healthy. They made it through a brutal winter. But yeah, so I've been a beekeeper. I'm a third generation beekeeper. And that's like my little give back to the environment.
And now, didn't you sent me some? It was really good. You won first place a couple years in the row, didn't you?
Yep. First place and second place in September.
That's so awesome, George. It's like those little gems that you just don't know about. And where you find the time to be a beekeeper. I mean,
the funny thing about that, it's less time than a dog.
Really?
Yep.
Hudson?
Hour.
You hear that?
You're fired.
Yeah.
Hour or two a week.
Wow, that's not too bad.
And then nothing over the winter, 3 months.
Man.
Yeah.
And so, did you have any issues with floods the last couple of years?
No, I'm out of the flood zone.
You're out of the flood zone. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, so Jersey, so state winning, freaking honey. I'll have to get some more of that. That's awesome. Anything else? What else are you doing there that you can surprise people about that people don't know? I know you probably have a handful. You probably have like 10 or 12 things that you can surprise people.
The podcast rooms are pretty cool. I think you're going to like that. It's a pretty nice setup because I do see things trending that way. And last night we did a broadcast in 3 separate podcast rooms, and it was for a massive pharmaceutical company.
Wow.
Reasonable budget, and it was really positive. That is the vibe that is trending now, is podcast. So I got my fingers crossed for you, Donny. I think
Thanks, George.
You're onto something.
Appreciate it. It means, your opinion is everything, George, especially when it comes to this shit. I mean, you're the maestro. I mean, you like my little studio here. I literally, this is my living room, my dining room. And I just have to, it's such shit. I don't have, it's a red wall back there and there's no depth. So that's why I was like, and when I first started doing these, I was in a hotel room. So that's why I went with the green screen, so I can just put up, a photo or something in the back.
Does it key out pretty good for you?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, what I learned, excuse me, what I learned is having my black and white photo as my backdrop helps tremendously. So that way, when the corners are dropping off, it's not as noticeable. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, the little things that matter, George.
It is the little things that matter.
Yeah. Well, I'm stoked to see. I can't wait to see more about your homemade podcast studios. But I have a burning question for you. You're in New Jersey. I trust your opinion. I trust your judgment. I trust your facts, not alternative facts. Tell me what you think about these drones and these orbs that were flying around your lovely state there of New Jersey.
Well, I happened to see one.
No, shut the front door, George. You've been waiting this long. We've been talking for 1 hour, 12 minutes.
It's not. It doesn't make you feel comfortable and warm and fuzzy, bro.
What I mean, does it like what you're kind of like? What the fuck am I looking at? Kind of
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
makes you question a lot.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was following TikTok, and there was like a lot of. It was just
It's
like populating and populating, populating. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm in town. I'm going to go down. I got in the car. I went down just outside of Bedminster. Sure enough, there it was.
Wait, was this an orb or this was an orb? Not a
No,
not a drone?
it was a drone.
It was a drone. Okay.
So well, I mean, it's kind of a drone. It's I mean, it's not like a drone that I've ever seen, but it sounded kind of like a helicopter, but it was pretty big. It was like the size of a couch. It didn't have any lights on it, so that's not great.
Interesting, yeah. They
say they have lights on, but the one that I saw didn't have lights on it. And it was low and slow, man. It was menacing. I didn't like it at all. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I know I've gone down these rabbit holes, and I have an open mind. I'm not a conspiracy guy. I just have an open mind, and I listen a lot and read a lot. And, from what I'm understanding, a lot of these drones were either government or Department of Energy, looking for certain things for something. But there's also orbs out there that are not drones, that are like plasma.
Yeah, I saw some of the pictures of those. I didn't, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I do know that thing that I saw, it was absolutely doing something. Wow. I don't know what it was doing, but it was doing something. It wasn't going from just flying from A to B. Right. It was low. It was menacing. It was slow. It was big. It was unmarked. Yeah.
Wow.
No, it was not a nice, I don't get uncomfortable very often. That was pretty uncomfortable to see.
Wow, George, sorry to hear that. It's so weird. It's like, we're so sheltered. I don't know, sheltered. It's just not as many out here, I guess. There's still, you still see videos, but I haven't seen one in person yet. Man, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good to know. So they're there. They're there.
Yeah.
And how long ago was this that you saw this?
6 weeks? 8 weeks?
Okay. So it's when they're really...
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay. Good to know. Thanks for the intel. We appreciate it. I'll keep looking out for them. But I love those shows, man. I'm always, I'm always watching like the ancient alien shows. And,
so is my wife.
I love that.
Olga loves those shows.
But, Olga's got something because I'm telling you, if one thing is happening in one continent, and the other is in another continent, and they look very similar, how the fuck, I don't know.
Well, and also like some of those interviews on those shows, it's like, you have like a naval fighter pilot. Do you think that guy is gonna lie?
Yeah, what's he got to lie about? He's already cool as shit. He's already a naval fighter pilot.
Exactly. And it's like, do you think there's anything that he could be confused about during a flight? No. No. That guy knows exactly what's happening every second in his entire surroundings at all times.
Yeah.
So if there's something off, and he's saying something's off, my money is on the fact that, something's not quite right.
I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what's happening. They always say it's 2025. We're gonna see some shit happen. So, hey, I have a question. Have you gotten into F1? Or do you follow Formula One at all?
No.
God.
No.
Thought maybe you did because of Miami and everything, but okay.
Yeah.
Because it's back and I'm excited. They have testing over the next few days and then
yeah, Swenson, my camera guy, is going to today. Actually, we shot last night. He left today. He's going down to watch. I think in Tampa.
What are they doing there? It might be.
They're doing some F1 stuff on the street in Tampa.
Maybe some street thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah. They do testing and then Drive to Survive comes out the new season on Netflix, which is pretty good. And then cool. I think the 14th is the first race, so I'm very stoked about that. All right, so you're not an F1 fan. Never mind.
No.
I'll just get rid of the next fucking 10 questions I was going to ask you about fucking F1. Hey, so
I'm curious about, let me ask you, so you're an F1 guy. I tell you, one thing that I am, though, that I have become, you also asked about being a car guy, because I am a total car guy. Like I said, I have my dad's 51 Ford I just sold. I still have my first F-250 pickup truck that I got when I was 15.
So dope.
I also got a Tesla,
Oh, and
the Performance Y. So it took me about a month to get used to it because it's like it shouldn't be called a car. It's just such a different experience. But it is so spectacular from a performance standpoint that it shocks the system for me.
really,
Yeah, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. So my question for you on the F1 is, what's your take on the E1?
you mean Formula E?
Formula E, yeah.
It is different. You know, it's different without the noise. It's
Yep.
it's different without hearing that engine.
Yep.
It's different. I think it's. I'm sure it's different torque. You know, maybe a little bit. Are they rear wheel or are they all wheel drive? I don't know. I don't know about the E's. I know. Formula One cars are just rear wheel, but yeah, I don't know. They're just not. They should be as thunderous and great, but they just. I don't know. I don't have a lot of friends that watch Formula E unless it's on.
Yeah, because my thought after having the Tesla, it's like, my truck's got a 500-inch engine with nitrous and dual quads and all that stuff. The hot rod had a 440 6-pack on it. I get all the noise and all that stuff. But, when I roll up next to a Maserati or a Lamborghini and I'm coming back from ShopRite in the Tesla and I just absolutely smoke them.
Yeah, it's a torque, yeah.
With no sound, and it's like, okay, so do I want to be loud or do I want to be fast? Because last time I checked for racing, you want to be fast.
Yep.
Loud is cool, but, and then the no maintenance thing is also shocking to me because there's no maintenance at all.
Wow.
Zero.
Wow.
I asked the guy when I bought the car, I'm like, what is the maintenance plan? He's like, yeah, bring it back when the tires are bald. Okay.
Did they wear different? Since it's all
I got
electric motors.
16,000 miles on the car, and the tires are in perfect shape. So I don't know. I haven't been through it. I asked him how long the brakes last, and this is at the Tesla dealership where I got the car, and the guy said, I don't know. We'd never replaced a set of brakes.
Yeah, because it's the regenerative engine.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
engine
use the
braking.
brakes.
Yeah, it's just like when I drove trains, we had
The Jake, right? The Jake brake.
no, that's a truck, but it's probably the same principle because it's dynamic braking. That's what it is. So when you have a throttle on an engine, and it goes forward and it goes backwards. When it's straight up right, it's neutral. So if you want to go forward, there are 8 notches that go forward, right? Yeah, and then there's. I'm thinking of that's the throttle. There's forward and backwards. There's another one. Sorry, there's another throttle that you have to be in neutral, and it's for dynamic braking basically, and it's the engine braking. I'm sure the same principle as the Tesla, just a much smaller scale on the Tesla. Where you're probably not going through brake shoes at all because it's all engine braking.
Never. I never touched the brake. I never put my foot on the brake in that car.
Wow. Okay. Here, since you just said brake and car, it's time for another one of Donnie's rants.
Oh,
I need to start bringing these up. It's about driving, George, and it's about brakes, and it's about a car can tell a story, right?
Yep.
The car in front of you can tell a story, and people don't understand how to tell that story with the brake and with their turn signals. It drives me crazy. So when someone's in front of you tapping on the brake constantly, that's telling the person behind you, keep braking, where they just don't understand it. And sometimes all they have to do is just lift. Just take their foot off of the accelerator, and that'll be enough to slow them down so they don't have to tap the brakes. So sorry, that's my little rant about brakes. But yeah, you get it. Tesla braking.
Tesla braking. I don't. It's interesting. I don't know if the light comes on. I imagine it does.
If you tap on it. About that.
If you tap, no, not until it's not hitting the brake. I'm wondering if when I let off the gas, if the brake comes on. Probably.
I don't know.
If the light comes on.
I don't know. It'd be weird. I mean, I could see that, but I mean, you think the The brake light. Well, that's good. I mean, the only problem with that is the kids these days, they get into Tesla and they drive that Tesla and then they get into another car and they're not used to a regular car braking for them. So, then I don't know if they get in trouble. Hopefully they don't. They figure it out. But that seems like a little problem for someone new driving.
It was definitely an adjustment for me getting into the car. And it was funny because it was a lot of money. And my wife's like, so how do you like it? And I'm like, it was like, I would say for the first week, I didn't like it at all.
Wow.
And then it kind of grew on me. And now it's just, and like the auto driving feature. Oh, so this is a fun story. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try this auto park thing. So I see the parking spot. I just click the button. I'm like, all right, park. It won't go into the spot. It will not go into the parking spot. I'm like, what is this nonsense, right? I'm like, it could land a jumbo jet in this thing. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll put it in the spot. Pull up my normal way, back in. There was a cinder block in the parking lot spot. Cut the tire, ruined the rim, $1,800 day one. It wasn't going in the spot because the little brick was in the spot.
Oh, damn. How much was that?
$1,800 day one.
Wow.
And then I was like, man, maybe I just got to have a little bit more faith in this auto park.
I better trust this thing a little more. Wow. Well,
yeah.
Lesson learned. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe
there's that.
Maybe they are smarter than you think they are.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. George, you said something about you being a beekeeper.
Yes.
And I asked you something, and I don't know if you ever answered, but was there one other thing that might surprise myself and your fan base that we don't know about you?
I make soap out of the honey.
I think I did know that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Honey and beeswax soap. It's fantastic. That won first place in the state last year in the state fair.
For soap?
For soap.
Really? I didn't know they had a soap.
Big podcast. Soap division. So what happens is the soap division, everyone puts all like these colors in. It's like these spectacular art things and these fragrances and all this stuff. But my skin's pretty sensitive. My daughter's skin is super sensitive. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make pure soap, not add anything to it at all. Just go with it with, my oils, the beeswax, the honey, and just keep it super, super organic. And it smelled like a really nice light fragrance. It lathers up good. It rinses off. It doesn't dry out your skin. And it was the only one that was like not dyed, not fragranced, not scented, not, in any kind of crazy form. And it won first place.
Wow, good on you. That's smart. I mean, you don't need all that pomp and circumstance, No. Sometimes you just very plain and simple. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And you're whistling like the Irish Spring. Clean as a whistle. What's your slogan for your soap? Gotta have a slogan. Can't you have a slogan for your soap? Oh, man. Oh, well, don't worry. We'll think about your slogan for your soap. Hey, so one other...
Oh, wait. So I got another fun fact.
Do tell.
I'm with my wife 35 years, Donnie.
Congratulations. 35 years?
35 years.
Holy shit. Let me think here. That's like...
It's a long time, man.
Let me think. 24, 25. That's like 10 years longer than us. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll have to, when we're done here, I'll have to check on, see how everyone's doing. But one last thing. Tell us what's coming up next for George or Take Two Productions.
Anything so up? Amazon, Viola Davis, G20 live stream. It's going to be the same kind of thing, exclusive premiere into, I think we're doing 10 different countries, 9 different languages.
Wow. We're
going to be streaming it out of the Culver Theater.
Oh, nice. That's right here. Yep. It's like, literally, George, if you need anything, that's 2 blocks away. I could run down there and plug it in for you. Let me know.
Excellent. So that's the next thing. We're testing it like right now, literally while I'm on this podcast. I'm still actually testing it.
Very cool.
So the way it works is we've got multiple cameras. We shoot it. It comes into the studio, goes into interpretation, gets captioned in the different languages, and then we blast it out directly into the other theaters because my studios are all connected to the different theaters.
Wow. What kind of delay is that?
Almost nothing.
Wow.
2 seconds, 3 seconds, maybe.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's cool. So when's this happening? Pretty soon?
Yeah. I mean, like I'm testing it right now. As soon as I might actually even have my date to go and field test the Culver. And then the actual stream is on the 29th of March.
Oh, you'll be in town.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Dude, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna have some wings at the with backstage.
Oh, that's right. We can go to the backstage for some wings.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And some terrible karaoke. If you ever need people to get out of a room, I can sing.
Bring George to the backstage, and we'll take care of it.
Exactly. There'll be plenty of available seats at the bar after I'm done with my second song. It'll be like,
you're harder on yourself, you think. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on Switch to Channel 2, George. I appreciate all your time. But, they keep calling us. I got to go back to Channel 1 because they always want me back. So, but hey, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, George. Ladies and gentlemen, George Barnes. Everybody.
Thank you for having me, Donnie. I really appreciate the time.
All right, man. Cheers, buddy.
Excellent. Thanks.
Later, man.
Production for Donny.
Go for Donny. Locations for Donny. Go for Donny.
Habitat for Donny.
Go for Donny. Hey Donny, what the hell are they doing?